Gameover86, guys, coming back with another video. I hope everybody is having a great day. Wednesday edition. I'm going to be hyping and talking about my the upcoming Spyro, the Reignited Trilogy, because that's the only Spyro that I remember playing and growing up with. All the other ones were pretty much garbage and trash, and I'm not wanting to talk about them, so I'm going to be talking about the three originals. You know, that with Spyro the Dragon, Spyro the Dragon 2, Riptor's Rage, and then Spyro the Dragon 3, Year of the Dragon. I'm so glad that they're going to be remastering this. I want to say reignited, but remastered trilogy, because this is the best thing to do, especially when games like Crash Bandicoot got remade with the Insane Trilogy. I bought it day one, and that game was literally hard to find on that opening day. I mean, they were sold out. Activision, I don't think, realized how fast the people wanted this remastered, and I think what it is the old school nostalgia feeling of how well they were done back in the early 90s or mid 90s and late 90s. But how beautiful it looked. I applaud them for doing a great job, and I don't for 1 second think that they won't do a good job on this game. I believe that they're going to do a marvelous job on this. Insomniac made such a beautiful game with a story, and I'm going to talk a little bit about it, guys. And I want you guys at the end of this video to let me know what was your favorite out of the three, and if you didn't play the three, let me know which ones you did play. Let me know if you're excited to pick this game up and what platform you're going to be picking it up. I'm picking it up on the PlayStation 4. I got to pay homage and keep it original. I got my Crash on the PlayStation 4 as well. I mean, I know it was a one-year exclusive, timed exclusive, to it, but I'm not going to buy it on the Xbox, Spyro. So I always believe mechanics play better for the original console. In my opinion, it may just be changed nowadays, but from what I always believe is... you know, some games you play on a console that's made for that console or that came to that console first. And it's very hard to, go and play certain games that just weren't for it. I mean, I don't think anybody'd buy, Halo if it ever wasn't an Xbox game and it came to PlayStation. I don't think people would buy it on there. I think they would buy it on the Xbox because I think it was made for that. It's kind of like Super Smash Brothers, the controller for the GameCube. You wouldn't buy that on the PlayStation. It would just be kind of confusing because the controller setups are always different. But we're not talking about that crap right now. We're talking about this stuff, which is Spyro the Dragon, guys. So if you do enjoy this video, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. I'll leave a link down in the description. I got some t-shirt designs coming. And speaking of t-shirt designs, he didn't even ask me to do this, but I already asked him if I could wear his t-shirt. Guys, this guy needs your love. He needs your support. I love this guy. I love watching his videos. And the guy is named DISKCART Guy. And you guys can check him out. I'll leave a link to his YouTube page in the description. Make sure you guys go check this guy out. He has such great video footage. I mean, I can't even compare, man. And this guy is such a great person. From what I got to know him. And I would love to collab with this guy coming up and just do some video gameplay footage with him and gaming with him. And just go check him out. He's a great guy. And he didn't, like I said, even ask for this. I'm doing it for him because I really do appreciate this guy. And I want to see this guy grow as well on this platform of YouTube. Very knowledgeable. This is his shirt. I had to support him. He's a great guy. And I look forward to supporting him in the future. But I hope you guys will appreciate good content and these small YouTubers, including myself. I'm not bragging or anything, but this guy really does an amazing job. And I think you guys, if you guys checked out his channel, I know you guys would enjoy his stuff too. And he talks a lot about how to design game setups and display games and stuff like that. And he's just really well knowledgeable about all that stuff and very well done. So... make sure you guys go check him out. But let's go ahead and get started. I know I jumped off page, but that's how I am because I'm a generous guy. I am a really nice guy. A lot of people think that I'm crazy or I cuss a lot. Maybe some people don't want to talk to me on Twitter or follow me on Twitter or talk to me or want to collab with me because, I'm so aggressive in my nature when it comes to video games, but I'm passionate. I don't copycat anything. I don't take anybody else's stuff and use it in a different way. And I damn sure don't want to, show a rerun of something else that somebody's already, beaten with a dead stick. I don't like doing that. So I hope you guys do appreciate this. I hope everybody out there loves me for it, man. Because I just like to bring some real raw stuff, and that's just who I am. Will it change in the future? Some of the videos will change, but my personality's going to stay the same. I mean, I ain't changing for nobody on that one. I'm sorry. So, Reignited Trilogy. You know what? And that's what's confusing. Spyro the Dragon, man, I grew up playing this game. And I owned all the crashes, to be honest with you. I was one of them savages. Them little, shameless punks that, played Crash over Spyro. But my buddy, that I grew up down, blocks down the road from me, he grew up and he always liked Spyro. So it worked out great because we would trade games and he didn't, own Crash. I owned all three. And at the time he owned all three. And we grew up just switching back and forth playing until I got to the point where I was like, man, I really enjoy this game. I'm going to buy all of them. And I bought them all, and it was amazing. The games, you go through. It's kind of a collecting kind of game, but it has a great story, great character. But it's cool. It was cool platformer to collect the jewels, gems, or whatever you want to call them, and to unlock other dragons, to unlock doors, to fight bad guys. It was really fascinating. I thought the audio work back in the day was awesome for the time, and it's great to see that they're enhancing that for new modern gen consoles, and it was an amazing story. I'm sure you guys all remember the first one, Spyro the Dragon, those who played it. This was a groundbreaking game in my opinion. Not a lot of people, and I'm gonna be honest, a lot of people talk about it now, but I'll be honest with you, back in the day everybody was on Crash and a lot of other games like Final Fantasy VII, a lot of Resident Evil, and a lot of games like that, like Tekken and stuff like that kind of, they didn't bypass this game. They just necessarily, it wasn't their top favorite game to play in a lot of people's minds. And it did get overlooked for a while, that being the first one. But when the second one hit, which is my favorite, by the way, Riptor's Rage, and I keep wanting to say Revenge, because it's just so damn hard to sometimes say all these R words, especially with Reignited and Remastered and everything. But Riptor's Rage, it was one of my favorite story games. It really hooked me to where I told my buddy, look, I don't care if they make 14 more. As long as they keep it like the first two, I'm sold. And boy, was that farther from the truth. They kept it till the third, and then after that, it kind of went downhill. And I think they may have had one good one on the PlayStation 3 that's pretty rare. Enter the Dragon or something, Dawn of the Dragon, I think is what it's called, guys. And they consider it a rare game. It is, and not a lot of people picked it up, but it's very expensive. I don't think it's sold that well, but it has some pricey points. So if you guys do find it for like anything for $40 or $50 and under on that one, pick it up, because I think it's like worth $75 and up right now. So if you guys find that game, pick it up. But these games were so amazing. I spent a lot of time playing Crashes, so I knew, and Nintendo 64 in the future and whatnot. And I played a lot of Sega Genesis. I played a lot of platform games. But this game was so much different and unique to where it was more of an open area with Spyro that, the Crash was more just a straight walkway. You couldn't really run around the whole area. And it was unique. It was a different style. The characters were driven. And the way they talked and the way that the flames, and you could ram them and spit fire or whatever, it was cool. The gameplay style was unique because nobody's seen that type of stuff, and the character was unique because it seemed like they actually followed him throughout the trilogy. And the second one was just more near and dear to my heart because it was one of the best games that I played out of there. And it was cool because if without my buddy having them games, I would have overlooked it for a while. So I would have fell in that same category as a lot of people do that overlook these great games until later on down the road when people realized how great they were, till, videos got popular, people word of the mouth started talking and say, hey man, these games were actually really good for its time. These are collectors. You want to talk about hidden gems. This was a big time hidden gem, man, that a lot of people bypassed and didn't get a lot of love. Because Crash was still in all the spotlight, well, it's just due for that. But Spyro, man, was great. And then they ended with the trilogy, and it couldn't have been any better. I mean, it got to me worse after the third one because I just felt like they weren't putting all their heart and soul into this game. And it felt like a cash grab to an extent. And I love Insomniac. They're like my second or third favorite developer. And they've made a lot of great games that I've spent tons of time and money on. But it seemed like, I don't know if the love of it went away, but this game right here at the end, it was so great. I thought that they were going to make another one that was just as awesome. And to see the next few that came out over the years, it kind of just fell off the radar of, you know, supply and demand. And it seemed like they were more about, you know, the quantity of sales and the cash rather than the quantity or the quality, of the game. And that's what I think their ultimate demise of that game. But it's good to see that they're getting it reignited, at least the trilogy, because that's what matters. And I know that I believe Insomniac had some play in this game. I think that they have been able, and I think Activision is publishing it. If I'm wrong, let me know. But I think Insomniac had a lot of say in this game. And that's good to see Activision kind of opening up. And I know they get a bad rap just as well as EA and all that. But this game is going to be amazing, guys. I'm going to pick it up day one, PlayStation 4. And I'm going to enjoy it. And I hope the people out there that haven't got to enjoy the trilogy enjoy it too. And get to experience the same story that I experienced when I was a young kid in the mid-90s. And I want to let you guys know that these games that are coming that are being, you know, remastered for the PlayStation, from the PlayStation 1, I want to know what other games you guys would think from the PlayStation 1 maybe, or the PlayStation 2 that should be remastered. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this game as well. And if you didn't play the first trilogies, or the first three, I should say, let me know what game you guys did play. Let me know down in the comments, guys, what was your favorite. I'll see you guys on the next video. Do a good deed for somebody. Like always, guys, stay safe wherever you may be. If you're traveling on the road, stay safe. Hold your loved ones close, guys, because you never know when the day comes. Gameover86 is always out. Peace.